Good morning. It is 7:05 a.m. on Wednesday, August 25th, 2021. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up, more or less. This is 5 more minutes. My brain is still pretty half asleep today. I had been thinking just recently that over the last several weeks, having started setting a very specific alarm and leaving it at the same time every day, has been making some slow progress towards shifting my bedtime forward. Just gradually speaking, I think that alarm paired with, an adjustment period and a general conscious desire to try to start shifting it early in a general sense has made some progress in terms of making me ready to go to bed sooner and thus being able to get more sleep in order to get up at the appropriate time. But it's a little bit of a high tide and low tide situation. Doesn't always work as well as I'd like. Today feels a little bit low tide, if you know what I mean. Mm. Um, had fun Dungeons and Dragons last night. I was actually just now thinking to myself that I'm frustrated with myself for a dumb reason, which is to say that one of my favorite podcasts at the moment is called A More Civilized Age, which is a bunch of people rewatching or in some cases just watching for the first time, the Star Wars, the Clone Wars cartoon. And I just really enjoy A, revisiting that cartoon, but also B, all of their commentary on it, which is, in turns insightful, thought-provoking, fascinating, and hilarious. And so that's great. So I've been rewatching the show in order to be able to listen to each episode. But I just realized this morning that the newest episode is out, and I haven't watched those episodes of the cartoon yet. No! I mean, see, the reason that's a problem is just because I don't have time to watch those episodes before I have to go to work today, and that means that I won't have that episode of the podcast to listen to at work today. I have the podcast episode. I could listen to it, but I don't want to listen to it until I've rewatched the episodes, and so you can see the terrible quandary I've left myself. It's actually not that at all. It's more just it's not a dilemma really because I know what I'm going to do. I'm just impatient. Obstacle, I suppose, because I could have just watched the episodes already and I didn't, and so. There's also the new episode of What If that's now available, which I haven't checked out yet. I'm not actually even sure what the premise of that one is yet, but I'll, find out soon, I suppose. And then I also just realized that there's new episodes of the cartoon The Owl House on Disney Plus, which is a lot of fun. And there's just so many things to watch these days. It's kind of, like it can start feeling overwhelming, but one of the things that I always try to remember from when I was a kid, and it was specifically about books when he said it, but once my dad, I was talking about there being too many good books to read, and I want to read them all, and it's frustrating. And what he said was that, don't think of it as there's too many, think of it as you'll never run out. And it's like, yeah, yeah. But, at the same time, that modern FOMO, fear of missing out, is definitely real stuff. It's a psychological thing that has very little to do with the actual material in question. It's really all just a psychological aspect of, but like my fear of missing out on the newest episode of the More Civilized Age podcast because I haven't yet watched those episodes of the TV show. But see, that's the thing, is that I can't listen to it yet because I haven't watched the episodes yet. But what that really means is that I have episodes of Clone Wars to watch and then an episode of A More Civilized Age to listen to as soon as I have time to actually do things. Which will probably be after work today. So, in the meantime, I'll leave it there, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes. Testing, yeah.